Hello YouTubes, and welcome again to the Automophiliac. I almost said Audiomophiliac. That's not who I am. Automophiliac YouTube channel. Today, with this previously mentioned cheapest new automatic Mustang in Ontario from 2020, I just wanted to point out a few differences in the refresh that happened on the S550 Mustangs when for the 2018 model year. This is a 2019, but it's going to have all of the same differences that a 2018 would have. So as we know, the S550 platform for the Mustang came out for the 2015 model year, 2015, 16, 17. It was sort of the first iteration of the S550, and then there was a facelift, minor facelift for 2018. And I just want to show a couple of the differences for you you car spotter folks out there, so you can just sort of see real quick off the hop what if you're looking at that first iteration of the S550 or this facelifted version. So the first thing I want to point out, and it's a little dark, so I'm hoping you can see it here, is there's a plasticky kind of black section here that lips out from the grille. So that's new for this facelift. Also, the fog lamp area, there were sort of more traditional lens type lamps here on the older version, but this we just have an LED strip. So that's another indicator that we're looking at the facelifted version. Let's move along to the hood. The hood is probably the first thing you'll notice that's a little bit different from the previous version. It's a lot smoother designed here. So the first iteration of the S550 had sort of a jagged three-dimensional hood that like I said, has these sort of jags at the top here. It peaks and valleys and goes along. This is all kind of smooth, one elevation, and then this line sweeps down here to the front of the car, and then we have these sort of, I'd say 1967, 68 inspired fake nose vents here. And one other thing that you'll notice right away, and again, I'm hoping we can see it here. It's a little dark, so my apologies, is the tail lights. So on the first iteration, the tail lights are straight from here to from the bottom to the top. These ones are sort of like a C pattern. So the letter C, and then of course reversed on the other side. I'm sorry you can't see it that well. And so that's basically going to be your tip-offs. There's probably a few other things I'm not mentioning, but those are the ones that I notice right away when I'm looking at one of these S550s. And if you're lucky enough to get inside, there's one thing I do want to show you. And that's the lettering next to the automatic shifter. In the 2015 to 2017s, those are illuminated, but if you get in the later ones, they're not. So that's kind of a little cheap feature of the upgrade. But you know what? We get a 10-speed automatic, 350 foot-pounds of torque in the EcoBoost. It's a small price to pay. So that's everything I wanted to point out today in terms of the facelifted differences. Oh, the lights are on. I can show you maybe these rear lamps a little better. There, you can see the C pattern a little better. There we go. It all worked out, everybody. All right, so back to what I was saying. That's everything I wanted to point out in terms of your quick car spotting on this facelifted version of the S550. So that would be 2018 and up. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the content, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ding the bell so you get all the notifications of when I'm posting, which unfortunately, just how things are a little more random than maybe some other channels, but I do what I can. Thank you for following me here and watching the video. Also, if you're so inclined, give me a follow on Instagram. It's at automophiliac. Information will be sort of like in the credits portion of my video. But yeah, and there's one last look at the Mustang. TTFN.